You tumble into the world with legs that feel like they belong to someone else. Congratulations, you're a newborn lamb, freshly minted and barely coordinated. You blink at the bright green field, wiggle your tiny tail, and let out your first high-pitched bleat. Mom's right there sniffing and nudging you like she's checking to make sure all the parts are in the right place. Satisfied, she settles down next to you, and you waddle over to grab your first taste of milk. It's warm, sweet, and pretty much the best thing ever.
Nice.
But the peace doesn't last long. Within minutes, a bunch of other lambs come over, inspecting you like you're the new kid in class. There's some sniffing, a little headbutting, and then they're off, bouncing around like tiny woolly pogo sticks. Within a few days, you're steady on your feet and ready to explore. The flock is your world, a bustling community of ewes, lambs, and the occasional grumpy ram who looks like he's seen it all. You quickly learn that life as a lamb is a mix of naps, snacks, and sprints. Oh, and there's always someone to butt heads with. Literally. You square off with a lamb your size, lower your head, and thunk. It's less about winning and more about proving you've got what it takes to hang with the gang. One day, while you're nibbling on a particularly tasty patch of grass, a shadow passes over the field. The older sheep freeze, their ears flicking. Then comes the alarm, a sharp, urgent bleat. A dog is herding the flock, and you bolt after Mom as the group moves like a fuzzy wave. After a few minutes of chaos, the dog backs off, and the flock settles down. Lesson learned. Stick with the group. By the time you're a month old, milk's still great, but grass is quickly becoming your go-to snack. You experiment with different textures, short grass, long grass, that weird plant Mom says not to eat. It's a culinary adventure. Chewing becomes a lifestyle. You munch, chew, swallow, then wait for it. Bring it back up to chew some more. Gross? Maybe. Efficient? Absolutely. Of course, life isn't all chewing and chilling. One day, a curious fox wanders too close. The flock tightens up, the rams step forward, and the fox thinks better of it. Watching from behind Mom, you feel a mix of awe and relief. A few months later, you've officially outgrown your lamb phase. Your wool is thicker, your legs are stronger, and you're starting to figure out your place in the flock. But with adulthood comes challenges. Rams are jostling for dominance, pushing and shoving with their massive horns. You watch from the sidelines, trying to decide if you'll ever want to join in. For now, you're happy just keeping out of the way. Shepherds and sheepdogs become a regular part of your life. The dogs are like tiny, bossy clouds, darting around and keeping everyone in line. You'd complain, but they're pretty good at chasing off predators, so you tolerate their herding antics. One sunny day, the shepherd rounds everyone up and leads you into a pen. Before you know it, you're being scooped up and set on your side. What's happening? Then you hear it, a low buzzing sound. The shears glide over your wool, and suddenly you feel lighter. It's a weird experience, but not unpleasant. By the end of it, you're practically unrecognizable, a skinny, woolless version of yourself. Step back into the field, you notice how breezy it feels. You glance at the other sheep, some looking equally ridiculous, and realize you're all in the same boat. The seasons pass, and you adapt to the rhythm of flock life. Spring is all about lambs bouncing everywhere. Summer means long days of grazing under the sun. Fall brings cooler air and a return to lush grass after the heat. Winter, though, is a different story. The grass gets sparse, and the shepherd starts bringing out hay. Your wool grows thicker, insulating you from the cold winds. The flock huddles together for warmth, and you realize just how important sticking together is. By the time you're 2 years old, you've stepped into your role as a fully grown sheep. If you're a ram, you're busy testing your strength against other males. These headbutting contests aren't just for fun. They're about earning respect and possibly a shot at leading the flock someday. If you're a ewe, your focus shifts to raising lambs of your own. It's a full-time job keeping them safe, teaching them to stay close, and making sure they don't eat anything questionable. No matter your role, the flock relies on teamwork. Everyone keeps an eye out for predators, listens for the shepherd's calls, and sticks together during the toughest times. Years pass, and the flock grows and changes. You've been through countless adventures, escaping predators, braving storms, and celebrating spring lambs. The shepherd and their dogs have been constant guides, steering the flock through challenges you never quite understood but always felt safe facing. By the time you're older, you've earned your place as one of the wiser sheep in the group. You've seen lambs grow up, rams battle for dominance, and countless seasons roll by. One day, as you lie in the sun, chewing on your favorite patch of grass, you feel a sense of peace. And that's it. The peace came.